Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going on a virtual trip to one of the most beautiful and underrated countries in Europe, Romania. Romania is a country with a rich history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking landscapes. Get ready to explore the best of Romania, from the bustling streets of Bucharest to the fairy tale castle of Pele's. We'll discover hidden gems, try delicious food, and immerse ourselves in the local culture. First stop, Bucharest. This city is a fantastic mix of old and new. You'll see grand architecture from its glory days as the Paris of the East, right alongside modern buildings and a super cool artsy vibe. Now, when you're in Bucharest, you can't miss the Palace of the Parliament. This place is massive. It's actually one of the largest administrative buildings in the world, second only to the Pentagon. Next up, let's wander through the charming streets of Old Town. This is where you'll find cobblestone lanes, colorful buildings, and cozy cafes. It's the perfect place to get lost, stumble upon hidden courtyards, and just enjoy the lively atmosphere. And speaking of lively, the nightlife in Old Town is legendary. Oh, and while you're there, be sure to check out Stavropolios Church. It's this beautiful little Orthodox church, tucked away in a quiet corner of Old Town. The architecture is incredible, and the atmosphere is so peaceful and serene. And if you're a fan of art, you have to visit the Romanian Athenaeum. This concert hall is a masterpiece of neoclassical architecture, and the acoustics inside are incredible. Now, let's talk food. You can't leave Bucharest without trying some traditional Romanian dishes. I'm talking about hearty soups, delicious stews, and of course, their famous cabbage rolls, called sarmale. And for a truly unique experience, spend an evening at a traditional Romanian restaurant with live music and folk dancing. Before we leave Bucharest, I have to mention the city's beautiful parks. Herăstrău Park is a must-visit, with its serene lake, charming cafes, and plenty of green space to relax and soak up the sun. Bucharest is a city that will surprise you with its charm, energy, and beauty. It's a city that has something to offer everyone, whether you're interested in history, culture, food, or just soaking up the atmosphere of a vibrant European capital. So, are you ready to trade stories over a plate of sarmale? Bucharest awaits. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on one of the most scenic drives in the world, the Transylvania Highway. The Transylvania Highway is an engineering marvel, with hairpin turns, steep drops, and views that will literally take your breath away. As you climb higher and higher into the mountains, you'll pass through charming villages, dense forests, and alongside glacial lakes. Make sure you have your camera ready, because you're going to want to capture every single moment. One of the highlights of the drive is Lake Balea. This glacial lake is absolutely stunning, with crystal clear water surrounded by towering mountain peaks. You can take a cable car up to the lake for even more spectacular views, or rent a rowboat and enjoy the tranquility of this alpine paradise. And speaking of paradise, if you're feeling adventurous, you can even spend the night at the Balea Lake Ice Hotel. As you continue along the Transylvania Highway, you'll pass through tunnels carved right through the mountains. The Transylvania Highway is a journey that will stay with you long after you've reached your destination. So, pack your bags, grab your co-pilot, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure on the Transylvania Highway. Just remember to keep your eyes on the road. The views are mesmerizing, but safety first. Get ready to be enchanted, because we're about to step into a real-life fairy tale at Pele's Castle. Pele's Castle was once the summer residence of the Romanian royal family, and it's easy to see why they chose this magical spot. The castle is a masterpiece of German New Renaissance architecture, with intricate carvings, stained glass windows, and towers that seem to reach for the sky. As you explore the castle, you'll be transported back in time. Each room is more opulent than the last, with lavish furnishings, sparkling chandeliers, and priceless works of art. One of the highlights of Pele's castle is the armory. Here, you'll find an impressive collection of weapons and armor dating back to the 15th century. From swords and shields to suits of armor, it's a fascinating glimpse into the military history of the region. And for a touch of whimsy, don't miss the music room. This room is a masterpiece of design, with a hand-painted ceiling, a grand piano, and walls adorned with musical instruments. After exploring the castle, take some time to wander through the beautiful gardens. The gardens are just as impressive as the castle itself, with fountains, sculptures, and a variety of exotic plants. So, put on your glass slippers, grab your Prince Charming, or Princess Charming, no judgment here, and get ready to be swept away by the magic of Pele's castle. Prepare to be transported back to medieval times as we enter the enchanting town of Sigara. As you step through the ancient gates of Sigara, you'll feel like you've entered a different world. The town is built on a hill, and as you climb higher, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. One of the most iconic landmarks in Sigara is the clock tower. This 14th century tower dominates the skyline, and you can climb to the top for panoramic views of the town and beyond. As you wander through the narrow streets of Sigara, you'll discover hidden courtyards, charming cafes, and shops selling traditional crafts. Be sure to pick up a souvenir or two to remember your visit to this magical town. And if you're a history buff, you won't want to miss the History Museum. Housed in the former town hall, the museum tells the story of Sigara from its founding to the present day. And for a truly unique experience, visit Sigara during the annual medieval festival. Held every July, the festival transforms the town into a medieval spectacle, with jousting tournaments, craft demonstrations, and people dressed in period costumes. Sigara is a place where time seems to stand still. So, grab your swords and shields. Okay, maybe not literally, and get ready to be transported back in time to the magical town of Sigara. Get ready for a healthy dose of mystery and intrigue as we visit Bran Castle, better known as Dracula's Castle. Perched high atop a cliff, Bran Castle has watched over the surrounding countryside for centuries. Its imposing towers, narrow passageways, and secret staircases definitely lend themselves to spooky stories and legends. And while Bram Stoker's famous vampire never actually lived here, the castle is said to have inspired the setting for his iconic novel. As you explore the castle, you'll learn about its real history, which is just as fascinating as any fictional tale. Bran Castle has served as a royal residence, a strategic fortress, and even a customs post. You'll see exhibits on the castle's role in medieval warfare, its connection to the Romanian royal family, and the legend of Vlad the Impaler, the historical figure who inspired the Dracula myth. But let's be honest, we're all here for the vampire vibes, right? And Bran Castle doesn't disappoint. As you wander through the castle's chambers, you can almost feel the presence of the past, and maybe even a few chills down your spine. After exploring the castle, take a stroll through the charming village of Bran. Here, you'll find souvenir shops selling everything from Dracula mugs to garlic-flavored candy. So, grab your garlic necklace, just in case, and get ready for a thrilling adventure at Bran Castle, the home of Dracula. So, there you have it. 5 incredible destinations in Romania that are just waiting to be explored. From the bustling city life of Bucharest to the fairy tale castles and the scenic mountain passes, Romania has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And let me know in the comments below which destination you're most excited to visit. Until next time, happy travels. Till.